Hello everyone, my name is PJ and welcome back to my Let's Play of Demon's Souls, part 24. Okay, so, I'm gonna apologize right now about the lateness of the last video. I don't know when it's actually gonna be uploaded, because as I'm recording this right now, it's still only 30-something% done, and I've been uploading it all night long. I don't know why my internet is this slow right now. It is less than a megabyte per second of upload speed. It's really pissing me off. I already tried restarting my computer and my router. Neither of those worked, so I don't know what to do. But anyway, in regards to something I pointed out last episode about me not ever having gotten a pure Moonlight Stone, well, those are not guaranteed per playthrough. Those are only dropped by Crystal Lizards in World 3, and I was not lucky enough to get one this run. Which is fine, because I'm not working on moon weapons anyway, but whatever. Yeah, so here we are in the Valley of Defilement, right in front of Maiden Astraya's boss gate. Today's the day we finally finish her off, after being introduced to her so long ago. I have my large sword of searching out, and honestly, this is the best I can do, with 25 luck, which is pretty damn good, and the large sword of searching, which doubles the drop rate. Short of giving up on the pure white world events, this is the best drop rate that these things can give me, which is still pretty decent, and I'm going to show you the stone farming method that I use since I started. Yeah, so you come in here, and when I first showed you this method, you saw me drop down to here, and then drop down to the left. You want the Thieves' Ring on so that Goro over there doesn't come after you. Yeah, but don't go down there. That's super dangerous, unless you have the God's Wrath miracle, which I didn't take. Yeah, instead I come over to this side. It is much easier and safer on this side. I also have the Ring of Disease Resistance on, so you wait for all of these little plague babies to pop up on this side. Then you walk over their heads, and that'll hurt some of them. Then you just use the double-handed heavy attack. Come on. I've done this for hours. And get back up here. Don't spend too long in the swamp. The Ring of Disease Resistance will allow you to stand in the swamp for a good long time. Like at least 10 straight seconds without getting diseased. But I did experiment a bit and I found out that there is an invisible bar that fills up over time. And you should wait a while. Like, I have the Blessed Mace on right now, so it's regenerating my health. I usually just wait for it to fully regenerate me and then I continue. Yeah, but after you kill the initial 4 plague babies, only 2 will spawn at a time. So I just wait for 2 of them to show up, step on their heads, and bash them to death. And I just wait for them to drop a Stone of Ephemeral Eyes. Sometimes they'll drop 2 in one go. And you have to be super careful because these plague babies love falling through the world when they die. Something to do with their death animation. So you gotta be extra fast when it comes to picking up their drops. Now the reason you don't really want to work on the other side of the swamp using this particular method is because the babies have an extremely long death animation, and you can't walk through them until their corpses have completely vanished. And they'll prevent you from getting back up onto the docks, and they'll just overwhelm you with attacks. Yeah, it's a very slow process, especially since the world tendency is in white. And I'm sure it would be much better if it was black. But with the large sword of searching and 25 luck, it's still a relatively decent chance. If you're willing to sit here for an hour, you can get a few stones. Although, I will say that this music will start to piss you off very fast. So, maybe mute it while you're doing this. You don't need sound to do this method. I'm just gonna keep doing this until I eventually pick up a stone. Then it'll be the last stone I get from these guys. And after that, we'll finish the game, because I've already gotten plenty. Now, you saw that plague baby just now, the one that was on my left. It just vanished instead of sinking into the swamp. That was it falling through the world, because there's an invisible wall right here where the edge of the dock is, and when the babies use their death animation, they kind of lean back a bit, and then they'll clip through the wall and just vanish. And if they drop anything, they take it with them. Ah, got it. Got one. And that's that. Yep, so I'm just gonna evacuate out of here to get back up to the top. Yeah, and now we'll fight the boss normally. Well, actually, there is something that I wanted to do before we actually fought the boss. I probably shouldn't have evacuated out, actually. Let's see, I'm gonna keep my same rings on. I'm gonna go right back in there, and this time, we're going to leap back down into the swamp, but we're not gonna try fighting any of the plague babies. We're just gonna try to get past all of them. We're also going to ignore Goro and go straight for Maiden Estrella, because there are a lot of different things that you can do during this boss fight, involving both Goro and Estrella. Like, you can kill Goro first, you can kill Estrella first, and different stuff happens depending on what you do. Okay, so we're back in. Now, what is the easiest way for me to get down to Estrella? Yeah, I already killed the crystal lizard here the other 2 times it appeared. Yeah, I'm just gonna come over here, kill all of these guys. Should probably have my spear out. These guys seem resistant to bludgeoning. Or they just have a lot of health for... Odd. Okay, now I don't know if I can drop down from... Uh-oh. Goro's in the swamp. But it's okay, I think he's immune to disease. I'm pretty sure he's immune to disease. This could be tougher than I thought. As soon as I go down there, he's gonna start following me. But those plague babies might get in his way. Oh well. Let's try it. Uh-oh, wait, that's Goro? Then who's that guy over there? What the fuck? You saw a guy, didn't you? What? Okay, I'm super lost. Okay. Let's try that again. This time, maybe we won't get Goro's attention? Because he's right over there. So who are we seeing down there? Was it just a discolored plague baby? Or maybe... a corpse that was just sticking out of the water? Oh wait, nope, there he is. There he goes. So he sees me when I'm in this spot, even though I have the Thieves' Ring on. I don't really know what to do about that. And he is a-coming for me. You're supposed to be able to talk to Maiden Estrella before Goro notices you. See, yeah, this is what I mean. Once the plague babies surround you, they just kind of prevent you from moving. You can't do anything. And there's no way to roll through the swamp or run through it. It's too thick. Ah, the things I do to show off Easter eggs. I'm gonna keep trying. I don't know what I have to do to keep Goro from noticing me. Maybe I can get him trapped somewhere. Or maybe I can just move a bit slower. Don't run. No, I know, as soon as I come over here, he starts booking it. Yeah, and there he is. He went straight for Estrella, and now he's just standing in front of her. So, is that just what he does? Like, as soon as he notices me and I'm not approaching him, he just runs straight for Estrella and protects her? Pretty smart, I guess. Too smart for my liking. Fine. Let's try something else then. Let's try approaching from this side and get him to come all the way up here. Then I'll run after Astraya. Okay. That's right. Follow me. Wait. Oh, come on. Follow me. You piece of shit. It's not gonna let me talk to Astraya in advance, is it? Come on, I got things I want to do in this video today. Okay, I'm just gonna evacuate out, and this time, I'm going to take my time and tiptoe through the tulips. There's no way for me to become more hidden. Adding the cloak spell on top of the thief's ring does nothing. I don't think they stack at all. There's no way for it to stack, I don't think. Okay, so I already know from past experience that Goro over there does not see me if I just drop down to there. Or you know, maybe he always did see me, and he just ran over to Astraya and ignored me when I went down there to farm stones. Well, I am going to tiptoe. Very slowly. Where'd he go? Did he see me already? Yeah, he saw me already. He's already down there. So what the fuck do I do? I don't really have any paralyzing spells or anything. And he can run through this muck just fine. Nothing's slowing him down for some reason. This episode is off to a terrible start. I need to look up exactly how people visit Astraya without getting caught. Okay, new strategy. Okay, this time I am going to go left immediately so that Goro will come after me instead of running backwards. Come on. Come on. Do you seriously just stand there and try and prevent me from reaching Astraya? Well, I've tried everything. There's no way to sneak past you. Well, I did figure out something. There is another message that you can get from Astraya. If you're within Goro's range, like so, and you fall down into the swamp, okay, nothing happened. People are lying to me. People are saying that there's dialogue you can get if you talk to Astraya before Goro, and something about falling into the swamp and... Am I just doing something wrong? I've never done any of this shit before. I usually just kill Goro and then go after Astraya. How about this? How about I get behind you? Like so. Oh, you're just super annoying, aren't you? Well, how about this? I'm just gonna talk to Astraya while blocking your attacks.
Please leave quietly, lest you face the wrath of my loyal follower.
Well, I got one line from her. Well, I can't talk to her again, so that must be all you can get. I got it though. Got it. Still, she's supposed to say something if you fall into the swamp. She's supposed to say something like, let the acid melt the flesh from your bones, or something like that. Which doesn't really sound like something she would say. That sounds like a lie. Sounds like something that somebody wrote just to get people to fall into the swamp and die. I don't know what the point is. Okay, still don't know the validity of all this, but apparently Goro can speak too. He has lines, but I've never, ever heard him speak. Apparently you can get a line from him if you just let him kill you. Maybe I should try attacking him once. Just like once. Oh wow. Okay, well I attacked you a couple times. Go ahead and kill me. He doesn't speak. The internet is lying to me. Usually demonsouls.wiki. is pretty reliable, but there is a lot of dialogue from Goro that just is not happening. Although apparently you can get more lines in Maiden Estrella if you attack her while Goro is still alive, and she'll start retaliating with God's Wrath. I think it's easiest to get her to say those lines if you just shoot her from a distance with an arrow first. Then you can block all of Goro's attacks on land, and survive to hear all of it. Well, I found the voice clips for Goro Vinland, but still can't get him to actually speak. I don't know what to do, but fine, let's try getting Estrella to speak while Goro is alive. I can probably just shoot her with an arrow from up here, and then she'll speak. Oh yeah, I never mentioned, if you knock those guys down into the swamp, the plague babies will kill them. And people have reported that the plague babies will kill Goro too, just he never goes into their half of the swamp. Okay, now let's see if this works. She won't die in one hit. Oh, come on. Come on.
Stop. Please stop.
Ooh, okay. Do I have to attack her multiple times to get all the dialogue? Ooh. Hit her right in the head. She's not gonna speak anymore, is she? God damn it, I don't want to finish her off. Come on, don't try to roll, just go for it. Okay, I'm just gonna stab you once. Okay. Oh, yep, she used Wrath of God. Or God's Wrath. Whatever you want to call it, whatever version you're playing. Okay, Goro, how do I get you to speak? I'm wondering if it's just unused dialogue. Because these games have that a lot. These games have lots of unused dialogue that just doesn't make it into the game. Well, I've tried. I've been trying for a long time. I have looked up wikis, I have looked up videos. I cannot make Goro speak, and I can't even get the rest of Maiden Estrella's guilt tripping. So, let's just do it. Let's just beat the boss. Enough of this nonsense. When I play New Game Plus, I'll probably kill Maiden Estrella first, and show you what happens with Goro if you do so. But for now, we're just gonna kill Goro and move on. Maybe we'll actually get some dialogue from him if we deal substantial enough damage. You're just gonna stand there? Can I safely switch weapons? Now what happens if I'd love to experiment more. I'd love to just stand here and see what happens if I wait long enough. Man, you are easy to take out with a direct hit weapon. I mean, once you've swung your hammer, I mean, you're basically out of stamina. And then I can break your guard, roll back, do it again. You're so easy. There are people who have so much trouble with you, and you barely do anything. Well, I got him to talk. And we get his entire set, the Dark Silver set, as well as the Dark Silver Shield. And don't worry about your character tendency. Even though he was innocent, it doesn't affect it at all, for some reason. Now, I'm wondering what happens if I evacuate and come back. He probably doesn't come back. He most likely does not come back. But yeah, now that Goro is dead, Maiden Estrella will not fight back. Although you do still have to worry about the swamp and the plague and all this. Just get up here and talk to her.
You killed him, didn't you? Very well. I can no longer resist you. Do as you like. Take your precious demon soul.
And then she kills herself. Yeah, it's a very sad boss. If you kill Maiden Estrella first, Goro actually stops fighting you as well because he's too overcome with grief. Okay. Pure Blood, Demon Soul, and the Ring of Sincere Prayer. Well, that takes care of that. Yeah, but if you keep attacking Maiden Estrella while Goro is alive, she's supposed to keep asking, like, why, what did we do to deserve this? Like, God already abandoned us, will you abandon us too? Stuff like that. I don't know why I couldn't get her to say it. But yeah, let's take a look at all the items we just got. Starting with the Dark Silver Shield, which is one of the best shields in the game. Look at this. 100% physical and magical damage reduction. 100% magical. I don't know how good its fire reduction is, but this is a damn good shield. I don't know if it can be upgraded, but if it can, and you can get its guard break reduction higher, it could be better than any other shield in the entire game. But I think it might be. I think it might be the best. Maybe not as good as a fully upgraded tower shield, if that can even be upgraded, but still, god damn. The Dark Silver Shield of the Vinland Legacy. Known as the oldest of metals, the Dark Silver is said to purify dark malice. It protects the user from all types of spells. Well, I don't know about all types. I don't think it can block... Well, I think it's including miracles. So, it can probably still block Wrath of God, or God's Wrath, but it probably can't block something like Anti-Magic Field. It's probably just talking about, damaging spells. Dark Silver Helmet, male only. That's unfortunate. Dark Silver Helmet from Vinland. The impressive parietal design represents the sacred tree of both houses. Its heaviness slightly impedes stamina regeneration. Dark Silver Armor. Dark Silver Armor from Vinland. The Dark Silver is known to be the oldest metal in the land and is said to exorcise malice. Yeah, so the helmet says something unique and the rest of the piece is also the same thing. And finally, the Ring of Sincere Prayer. Increases miracle power and vulnerability time while casting miracles. said to have once been found by a young 6th Saint Astraea as one of the revelations of God. So, there are a limited number of revelations of God, and the Moonlight Greatsword was one of them? Yeah, but the Ring of Sincere Prayer boosts the power of miracles, so you heal more, and I guess God's Wrath does more. I keep calling it Wrath of God because that's what it's called in all the sequels. But it also increases vulnerability time while casting miracles. I guess that just makes it so that the spell takes longer to cast, so you're more likely to get hit while casting it. Probably. Really though, I don't think most people really use the Ring of Sincere Prayer, except in very specific situations. But one thing that people like to do is they like to hold on to all of their Rings of Sincere Prayer, because you're guaranteed to get one per playthrough. There's only one and you have to pick it up, because you get it along with Maiden Astraea's Demon Soul, which you need to beat the game. But they like to keep track of them all. They like to hold on to all of them, because that tells them how many times they've beaten the game, because nowhere in like the save menu does it indicate which level of new game you're on. You could be on new game plus 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 plus, and you may have forgotten how many times you've started a new game, but you can always just check to see how many Rings of Sincere Prayer you have, and that'll tell you. So if you haven't beaten Maiden Astraea in your current playthrough, and you have 2 Rings of Sincere Prayer, then you're on New Game Plus Plus, you're on your 3rd playthrough. Now that I've killed Maiden Astraea, I wonder if these guys have anything to say.
Oh, thank God. I'm better. Oh, thank them.
Okay, so once you've defeated Astraea, this guy here stops talking about her and just repeats what he said after you rescued her Bane. They don't have anything new to say. Very strange. But Patches should have some new inventory. I guess it doesn't have any new dialogue though. Oh, he sells Stones of Ephemeral Eyes now. But he probably only sells like 1 to 3. Probably not many. New Moongrass and Dark Moongrass. I think the Dark Moongrass might be new. And that's it. It is all for Patches' inventory. Do you have anything new to talk about? No. Just still talking about the stuff left behind in the Valley of Defilement, which, of course, we're not done there yet. But we have now defeated all the bosses in the game except for one. Now, one thing I have not mentioned yet is that once you've killed all 5 archdemons, your freedom will not be taken from you necessarily. You can still go anywhere you want and do whatever you want, but the Maiden in Black will no longer let you level up. So if you have any leveling that you want to do before entering New Game Plus, do it before you kill your last archdemon. Doesn't matter who it is. I mean, I always save the 1-4 archdemon boss for last, just because it's thematically appropriate. But no matter who you save for last, do all of your leveling before you kill it. Okay, now what does it take to level up the Dark Silver Shield, if anything? Well, you can't upgrade it.
I can tell you.
Well, if it can be upgraded, it will probably take colorless demon souls, which I'm about to go get another one. I actually have a few side quests to go on. Let's see. Pure Blood Demon Soul. Resurrection. Returns any phantom near the caster back to their own world, granting them their living body. This miracle is a countersign of the corrupted former 6th Saint Astraea. Yeah, so this spell is also unique in the series. It never appeared again. Basically, if you summon somebody, in order to, like normally you summon them to help out in your world, you can cast Resurrection. Not only will that dismiss them, but it will give them their body back too, without them needing to help you beat a boss. Now, this might sound like you're doing a nice thing, but a lot of people don't like it. A lot of people think that their time is being wasted. Because a lot of the time, they enter soul form on purpose in order to help people fight bosses and get souls and stuff. So they don't like being dismissed with their body just so that they have to go back to the Nexus, kill themselves, and then try again. So, well-intentioned as it was, don't use it. Unless you know that the person you summoned wants you to use it on them. Like if you have a method of contacting them, then don't use it. Okay, Yuria.
I feel great misgivings about Frake. I was branded a witch at a very young age. And since then, I have been persecuted as a threat to human society. Although I never had ill intentions, this black craft of mine is intrinsically evil. If there is a god, he gave us souls to do good, not to practice witchcraft. My accusers detested my dark arts for good reason, for the path I have taken is tainted. This has been one of my realizations since coming to Boletaria. But I am afraid that Frake too has ventured down the wrong path. He has become obsessed with the dark arts.
Yeah, we noticed. Okay, learn spell. Relief. Spell from the demon Maiden Astraya's soul. Fully recover another by touching them. Though Astraya is the most impure demon of all, her works are equal to those of divine beings. That's so confusing. What makes her the most impure demon of all? Like, I doubt it means that she's the most evil demon, just that she is maybe the least human demon? Like, out of all the people who have become demons, she gave up her humanity entirely. Maybe that's it? Not entirely certain. But yeah, relief is a spell that you can use to cure other people. You can't use it on yourself though, so it's strictly for co-op. Most people probably wouldn't even use it. Okay, I just killed another archdemon, so I'm expecting Frake to have new things to say.
Bravo! As promised.
Okay, nothing new in the intro. How about talking?
The demons steal so.
Okay. Nothing new at all. Weird. Death Cloud. Spell from the demon Maiden Astraya's soul. Generates a cloud of plague. It is natural that those who take in all that is impure are themselves the most impure of all. Ah, okay. I get it. So it's because she felt pity for the lost and forgotten that she's impure? Yeah, but Death Cloud is a powerful spell. Lets you inflict plague on other players. God damn. But yeah, most of this stuff I don't really want. I don't need Resurrection. I don't need that other spell that lets me heal other players. And Death Cloud probably wouldn't even be effective against most enemies, especially not most bosses. But there is one thing that I can use Maiden Astraya's boss soul for, and it's something that I want to do. First things first, I need to grab a broken sword from Stockpile Thomas. And before I go anywhere, I need to kill myself. Okay, and then we go and visit Blacksmith Ed, for multiple reasons. I want to see if he's capable of upgrading the Dark Silver Shield, and what happens when I upgrade it. And then we're going to use the Pure Blood Demon Soul on the Broken Sword. The same broken sword that we found in the Valley of Defilements swamp. Okay, upgrade weapon. Broken sword to the Blue Blood Sword, which I've read to you before. It's this really cool weapon that has physical and magical damage, and that also scales with luck, which I have a really good luck score. So, make it. Blue Blood Sword. Ooh, and you can upgrade the Dark Silver Shield. And it does tank colorless demon souls. So, what will it gain? Guard break reduction. That is exactly what I wanted it to gain. Perfect. So, oh boy, I think I might really want this shield. Yeah, but I'm not going to waste my colorless demon souls on it just yet, because I still need them for things. Okay, so, since we don't want to fight the last Archdemon until we are completely prepared to go into New Game Plus, it's time for side quests. Lots of side quests. We have 5 worlds to visit now. A whole bunch of things to do in each one. First though, real quick, I noticed that I couldn't upgrade the Blue Blood Sword. So how powerful is it compared to, wow, 297, 333. It's a pretty good upgrade. Check this baby out. Functions just like a straight sword would. It's got stabbing motions, fast swings. I want to take this guy out for a spin. Well, anyway, first things first. With the Valley of Defilement at pure white, we have a few things to check out. So, first stop, first Archstone. While I'm here, I'm gonna try and show you where that crystal lizard is. The one that appears down by the rats. Whoa! One hit! It even dropped a dark moongrass. It's a pretty rare drop from these guys. Especially considering they never drop anything. And when they do drop anything, it's usually crescent moongrass. Killed him mid-fall. This is a really good sword. God damn. And even if I found stronger weapons, it would still make up for its lack of power with its speed. Amazing. Oh, hello. Didn't see you coming. Yeah, so when you're coming down here for the crystal lizard, it could be tempting to just fall down to that nest. But if you do that, I think it notices you right away. And there are a lot of threats blocking your path to it. So it's best to just take the safe route. All the way down to where the filthy woman is. I have no idea why the Dregling merchant migrates while the filthy man and filthy woman just appear in multiple places at once. It's so annoying. Dregling merchant, what if I just want to buy turpentine and firebombs, huh? Why can't I visit you in 1-1? So annoying. Okay. I forgot that I can't block an attack with the sword at the same time, so I need to be more careful. I'm really used to that now. Oh, the filthy woman did migrate. She's not here anymore. I haven't actually been back here since I found her in 5-2. Huh. Weird. Okay, there's our crystal lizard friend, and as you can see, there are a few enemies surrounding it. So, what we're gonna do, we're just gonna shoot it from here. Yeah, I figured we'd kill it in one hit since we're on the first level of this world. Okay, and then you don't have to waste your arrows anymore, you can just walk up. Just be careful that they don't knock the crystal lizard's ragdoll off the world. That'd be bad. Okie dokie. 3 shards of Faintstone. If I'd known that crystal lizard was there, I could have gotten shards of Faintstone for my blessed mace so much earlier. But yeah, now I'm just gonna reload here for a bit and try and get all the crystal lizard spawns while I'm here, you know. So remember earlier in this episode when I told you that my video was 30-something% done? It was 31% done. Now it's 33%. That's how fucking slow it is. I really need to record shorter episodes. Just the problem is I don't know how much of each episode I'm gonna be cutting out. What the... Where'd it go? It reloaded. Did I already come down here and get its other spawns? Oh, I must have at some point. And I just left the one crystal lizard for you guys to see. Okay, well, that saves me time. Okay, well, next thing I gotta do is get this fucker to come over here. Wow, I do a lot of damage to you now. Whoa. Hey, you dropped something. Oh, fuck, it could have been a stone. But yeah, you see this? This ladder? Most people probably wouldn't even notice this ladder. but it only appears in pure white wilderness. And that's if you happen to just come back here. Climb the ladder. I have never ever known about this ladder, but I knew there had to be a way to come up here. There just had to be. Come on. Anything on this side? No. This is so cool. I've never seen this place before, ever. Dude? Quit daydreaming. Oh wow, this is all so new and cool. Crescent moongrass. Crescent moongrass. Okay. So, wait. Oh, really? I always thought this bridge was for show. Oh, there's a guy here. Guarding my treasure, are you? Whoa. This sword. Holy crap. Any other enemies in here? No, but there's more places to go. Storied Soldier's Soul. Okay. There's more. Oh, wow. There's 3 of these guys. That's fine. Not in a swamp or anything. Come on. Let me just heal up. Oh, I see a glowing weapon over there. It's funny how many of those are actually in this game. That's right. Come on over. Easy. Come on, buddy. Come out of hiding. Dead. Beautiful. So, this is my prize, huh? What is it? Istorel. Some kind of halberd? See, Istorel has 800 durability. Does it really need that much? Very low physical attack. Decent magical attack with A scaling in faith, which makes sense. This is the weapon of the Razaya of Istorel character we heard about, huh? Requires 24 faith, 18 dex to wield, but it's really light. It only weighs 1 pound. A short spear of hard oak, it is covered with engravings and is one of the few revelations from God. Once belonged to the holy knight Lizaya. Its holiness increases the wielder's resistance to plague and poison. Lizaya? That is, not what Patches said. I don't think that's what either of the others said. Are they getting their L's and R's mixed up again? There are typos in this game, I know that, but what game doesn't have typos? Yeah, so with A scaling in faith, it might be a really powerful magical spear. Now let's see how it compares to my other weapons. 182 compared to my winged spear's 215. Oh, but the Istorel... Holy crap! Look at that. Holy shit. It increases my plague resistance by like 700. It like triples it. God damn. Well, that's a weapon to hold in your hand if you want to spend a lot of time in that swamp down there in Astraya's boss arena. Jeez. And that's with my Ring of Disease resistance on. How much is it without it? Huh. Not very high, actually. It must work on a multiplier. It must just... Yeah, it looks like it just straight up triples it. It triples whatever your plague resistance is. And I can't tell what the multiplier is for the poison resistance, but the plague resistance is what stands out. Okay, why am I fat rolling? This again. Isn't the blue blood sword? Yeah, the blue blood sword is heavier than my other weapons. I didn't realize it weighed 5 pounds. Oh, let me take my gloves off. There we go. Excellent. Okay, well, I believe I have shown most pure white world events. We still need to go meet with Stellan Vinland down in the swamp, because she'll have appeared there now. Down in 5-2. But I'm gonna be cutting a lot out of this episode. I guess I can go visit her. Okay, let me just evacuate out of here. Now, I don't know where in the swamp Stellan appears, so I'm gonna be wandering around a bit trying to find her. It feels so good to be able to just run again. Freaking hate the swamps. Now, I wonder if she's giving off, like, an aura that's visible from a distance. That'd help me locate her. This crystal lizard over here came back. I'm gonna take it out. Come on. Come on. Get on the thing. Fine, whatever. I'll just shoot it from here. There. Chunk of Faintstone. Okay, I shouldn't need the Thief's Ring here. Not anymore. Since I don't care about being spotted by... what's her name? Black Phantom with the meat cleaver. Okay. The Blue Blood Sword doesn't one-shot these guys. I'm gonna switch back to my spear. I can still attack while holding my shield up with that. This seems like the kind of place where she would sit. But I guess it's not. Okay. Guess I gotta keep looking. She could be anywhere. Oh, there she is, right over there. Okay, so just at the start of the second half of the swamp, when you're going up this part, yeah, she's right over there. I see her. Hello. I can finally see your face. It's not visible on the loading screen.
Why? You are one of the sane ones, are you not? I am Sellen of the West. I seek my brother, Garl Vinland, the knight who accompanied Saint Estraya on her travels. I believe they settled here. If you happen to see my younger brother, please tell me. I must share with him the last words of our father.
I got some bad news about your brother.
I heard an unflattering rumor about Saint Estraya. Have you met that herb peddling woman? She claims that Saint Estraya is herself a demon. That woman has no reason to lie. Surely she must be mistaken.
Yeah, you mean the filthy woman?
I find something odd about this place. It brims with grime, but at once feels strangely pure.
Yeah, probably because almost none of the people who were thrown down here deserve to be down here. It's kind of like an asylum, but instead of throwing the insane or unwanted down here, they throw the diseased and unwanted down here. Just because they don't have the means to cure them. Okay, so she wants us to bring her brother. And just showing him the armor and shield that he dropped isn't good enough. We need to bring her something that Goro would never ever part with. Well, maybe we should go back to Maiden Estraya's boss arena and see if we can find something like that, because I do think I actually didn't pick up everything down there. And then we will come back to see her later. It doesn't matter whether or not you visit her first or after you've already gotten it, but I wanted to talk to her before getting it, just to see if there was any dialogue that would be missable if you brought it to her right away. I am going to need my mace for this. as well as Ring of Disease Resistance, and the Regenerator's Ring would help. Widow's Lotus. Okay, we could go straight to the Maiden Estrella Archstone. Could be dangerous though. Oh, I should probably read this. Once a sixth saint, not the sixth, what does that even mean? Okay. Estrella lived with those awaiting death in the Valley of Defilement. She pledged herself to a demon soul rather than a cruel god to ease the pain of the people there. So she willingly became a demon in order to help people. Okay, we appear here, and are those plague babies? No. No, that can't be. They're not supposed to spawn when Estrella is dead. They're supposed to all be gone. But they're still here? Maybe they just don't infinitely spawn. Weird. Yeah, but there's an item down there that we're probably going to have to kill ourselves in order to obtain. But yeah, you come up here. Keep your shield up, by the way. And look who it is. It's Garl Vinland, only in Black Phantom form. Huh? Oh wait, he's not attacking me. Oh, now he's attacking me. But I can't lock onto him. What the fuck? I can't lock onto him. What's going... Uh-oh. What's going on? I couldn't lock onto him even when I was right up in his face. Okay, how do I get out of here without walking into the swamp? Because those plague babies aren't gonna let me go. Well, since I'm down here, I might as well grab that item. Okay. Don't roll. Attack it. Pick it up. No. Pick it up. Stone of Ephemeral Eyes. Gotcha. Okay, you're forced to walk, so just be quick. Nope, never mind. Doesn't matter. Just die. Yeah, but that was so weird. Even after Garl attacked me, I could not lock on. Oh well, whatever. But yeah, one of the biggest mysteries of this game is the nature of Black Phantoms. Because they're not the ghosts of dead NPCs. We know this because it's possible to run into and kill the Black Phantoms of living characters. And it's also possible to run into the Black Phantoms of dead characters, as evidenced here. But why? What is a Black Phantom? Is it just an evil, otherworldly version of a character? Like, is it a character who has succumbed to the demons? Just in another universe? In another timeline? Who knows? But yeah, Black Phantom Garl is way stronger than regular Garl. But you can still break his guard just as easily. He's still just as easy to fight. And he still acts like he's protecting Estrella. He still guards this pathway. That's probably just what his AI is programmed to do. Yeah, but as you can see, holy shit does he have a lot of health. This could take a while, and I need to be careful. He could probably kill me in like one hit, if he actually decides to rush me. Yeah, but this isn't one of the unique named Black Phantom NPCs that you meet in pure Black World Tendency. This Black Phantom only appears in pure White World Tendency. And I'm not sure why. I guess it's just that you can do Stellan's quest while the world didn't see us here. Luckily, I seem... Did he just parry me? Oh, it's on now, motherfucker. Okay. Let's see how you like me now. I switched around my rings. Okay, let's see. How close can I get to you before you attack me on your own? About that close. He always hits the ceiling. Okay. So, getting to the point where I can touch my bloodstain is too close. Yeah, so right here should be good. Well, that didn't do much to you at all. Okay, I noticed he never double swings. So I should just bait out an attack. And then bash him in the head. Although this is a really terrible place to fight him, because my attacks are bouncing off the ceiling too. At any moment, he could just decide to parry me. And then what would I do? No. Oh, he actually hit me. But it was the very edge of his attack, so it did less damage. Okay, okay. How about this? How about I recover my MP some and try this. I'm gonna try breaking his guard and then immediately casting Firestorm. Well, that didn't work. Okay, this could take a while. I didn't realize the Black Phantom NPCs would be this tough. Oh, he tried to parry me there. You see that? Yep, he's trying to do it again. I guess he starts trying to parry once he gets down to lower health. I put the cling ring on. I'm hoping that if he actually does manage to parry and riposte me, that this much health would be enough to survive. Oh, no, he tried. He tried, but he failed. Oh my god. God. This is so nerve-wracking. I'm sure there's other ways for me to kill this guy. Maybe, oh no, I already used that soul. And he's most definitely immune to plague. Okay, well, Firestorm doesn't do much. I don't think any status effects will work on this guy. And that shield has 100% physical and magical damage reduction. So I can't even, like, just use a magic weapon to pierce his defense. The best thing about all of this is that it's still just a regular shield, so I can use my mace to break through it. This is pretty much the most effective method I have of fighting him. I'm just gonna pick up that bloodstain, it's pissing me off. Okay. No, fuck. Okay, wow, you really sent me flying there. Okay, he's so close to being dead. Okay, it seems like he starts trying to parry me after my third hit. So I'm only gonna hit him 3 times from now on, and then roll away. It's hilarious that his weapon keeps bouncing off the ceiling. You really don't want to come closer, dude? I've almost got him. Well, I know that I can cast Firestorm on him from pretty close. Doesn't do much to him, but I should use it whenever I can just because he can't block it. And he can't parry me when I use it. In fact, he's this close to death. Let's just finish him off with it. Oh, come on. Oh, he actually tried blocking it. Okay, he's only 1 hit away from death. Do I dare just use the mace to finish him off? There we go. That was a stupid risk, but we beat him. Wow. Crest of Vinland and the Bramd, which is his weapon. So now we can cause players go Vinland if we wanted to. Got all of his armor and weapons. Yeah, so, Crest of Vinland. A small, intricately decorated crest. The design represents Vinland. I'm assuming that's supposed to be like the shape of a country or something. Unless Vinland's an actual thing, like maybe it's a kind of plant. Let me look it up. Well, Vinland is a real-world location. Don't know what that's supposed to mean. But yeah, here we go. Bramd. Large hammer. 210 physical attack power with B scaling and strength. And I'm sure that would only go up if you upgraded it. If it can be upgraded. Requires 36 strength to wield with one hand. Wow. That is the highest stat requirement I have ever seen for a weapon in this game. A dreadfully enormous coarse iron hammer. One of Vinland's treasures. Its distortion is the mark of an old giant killer, and it increases the wielder's resistance to plague and poison. Even so, it is difficult to use even with both hands if the wielder has normal human strength. So, how much strength do you need in order just to wield it at all with 2 hands? You would need 24, which I just barely have. Yeah, so I'll equip it, double-hand it. Wow, this thing really slows me down. Because it does have, like, how much does this thing weigh? Weighs 36 pounds. It weighs 36 pounds. It put me over my equip burden just from putting it on. Holy crap. Now, this prevents me from rolling. Does it prevent me from backstepping? Yes, it does. Wow. Okay, that's what happens when you try to roll a backstep. It's the same thing that happens to you when you try to do it in the swamp. Oh hey, that crystal lizard's back. I should kill it while I'm here. Yeah, but these guys always come back, and they still appear to be worshipping Maiden Estrella, even though she's no longer here, but they're insane, so what do you expect? Ooh, we got a pure faint stone from that guy. Cool. I actually have a few pure faint stones. Yeah, so we're done here. Now I just have to go deliver this crest to Selin, and she'll give us the reward. And then we will no longer have any reason to get any world back to pure white world tendency. We have seen, well, we will have seen all of the pure white world tendency events. And the only reason you would ever want to get another world back to pure white is to get a free pure greystone from showing Skirver the Dragon Bone Smasher. But you can actually farm pure greystone from the rockworms. That's just a very rare drop. Okay, so I'm gonna go to the Dirty Colossus Archstone. Honestly, I probably could have just walked back, climbed the ladders. But those ladders are slow. This is probably faster anyway.
2,000 years later.
Okay, we're finally back with Selin Vinland. It actually took a lot longer to reach her from the Dirty Colossus Archstone than the Leechmonger one. Okay, well, here you go, Selin.
This crest, that is a Vinland heirloom meant for my younger brother. So, my brother and Astraea have both strayed from the path of God. The poor souls. Perhaps their hearts were too pure. Umbasa. Oh, traveling warrior. I hesitate to ask, but can you part with that crest? Garl has strayed from the path of righteousness, but I wish to have the heirloom in honor of our Vinland blood. I shall reward you in kind.
Now, if you say no, you can still offer to give it to her, because she'll continue asking, but she'll give you a lesser reward. I think she gives you Dark Moongrass. We'll just say yes.
Thank you, kind warrior. As Garl's sister, I express my deepest thanks for your honoring of his name. Please accept this. It was intended for my brother, but now it should belong to you. May the angels gaze favorably upon you. Umbasa.
Ring of Devout Prayer. So there's the Ring of Sincere Prayer and the Ring of Devout Prayer. So, we'll take a look at that. An extremely simple white-silver ring increases miracle memory capacity. A symbol of high status in the church, it is given only to those who are devoted to pure and eternal service to God and constant devout prayer. Yeah, so you equip this, and it lets you equip more miracles, it lets you remember more of them. And I think if you have enough miracles equipped that it would warrant it, then you either can't remove the ring, or removing the ring would make you instantly forget the miracle. So you need to keep it equipped if you want more miracles equipped at once. Now there's supposed to be rings like that for spells too, but for some reason I can't find them. I wonder where they are.
May the angels gaze favorably upon you, Umbasa.
Okay. And that's all she says now. I think that's the same exact thing the girl in the Nexus says. May the angels gaze favorably upon you. Okay, but yeah, she doesn't say or do anything else now. So that's it. That is the last Pure White World Tendency event. In the next episode, I'm gonna get all 5 worlds to Pure Black World Tendency, and we'll go after the Black Phantoms and Primeval Demons that appear then. So, thank you all so very much for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, because I really appreciate it. If you want to support me on Patreon, there will be an end card at the end of the video, and a link in the description below, alongside links to my social media. So, I'll see you all in the next video. And this is the top floor. There are no enemies on this floor. So, you can take all the time you need exploring this whole big-ass floor. It's a big floor. And collecting all the treasure and meeting all the NPCs. Look at that. Topless mermaids. It's beautiful. Beautiful. Fuck you, Nintendo.